I'm back to talk to y'all about Westman Atelier. So, y'all, it's been entirely too long since we had a sit down like this. Probably about 6 weeks. I'm sorry, guys. But if you caught my last video, I gave you all some updates about what was happening in my life this summer. I've been traveling a lot. I'm still trying to finish my closet remodel piece by piece, and my office is tore up. But most recently, this week, COVID hit my household. Everybody's doing fine. But simultaneously, the air up here on this floor went out. So as I'm sitting here trying to take this for you all, it is 80 degrees and rising. So I'm going to try to get in and out of the way, as my husband would say. So let's talk about Westman Atelier. So Westman Atelier is a brand that I had heard of, but not like a whole lot of buzz. It's relatively new to the market. The company is about 4 years old. And it's not one that I've seen on the shelves at like Sephora or anywhere, but like I said, I have heard of it in passing. So I was kind of intrigued when I saw that Influenster was sending me this to try. And so I received the Vital Skin Foundation Stick and the Vital Pressed Powder, which is the newest product that they've launched in the past few weeks. So Westman Atelier is kind of on the higher end of the spectrum. I know that that is relative to different people's budget, but for me, it's higher end, and it was founded by Gucci Westman, who has been in the game for a couple of decades as an editorial makeup artist. She's done covers for Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, all the major magazines, and a lot of celebrities and all of that good stuff. But she wanted to create a line that would allow people to have makeup that was fast, easy, flawless, and safe. And they're committed to clean beauty, which we see is the new wave in makeup, as well as sustainability and environmental responsibility, which is another thing that is becoming more of a priority in the makeup space. So for Westman, what that means in terms of clean beauty, they're using a lot of extracts and ingredients like caper extract, jojoba oil, Vita's Vita grape oil, berry flux Vita, so on and so forth. Biomimicry technology, which is something that I'd never heard of, where they encapsulate the pigment in silicone to keep it off the skin. So instead of throwing the pigment directly onto your skin, which may not be as safe, they have a technology where they can take that pigment, wrap it chemically in silicone to create a barrier between the pigment and the skin. So that's kind of cool. So they've got a focus on putting ingredients in your products that are cleaner or more natural, but actually effective. And then equally important is what they're leaving out: no parabens, no sulfates, PEGs, phthalates, formaldehyde donors, mineral oil, butylated hydroxytoluene, BHA and BHT, hydroquinone, which is a type of bleach, I believe, mercury compounds, no retinol, no gluten, trace amounts of silicone, and no animal testing. They also do not work with any suppliers that test on animals. So they're committed to being responsible with what's in your products. They're also committed to recyclable packaging, like their secondary packaging that your product comes with, and also having refillable and recyclable options in the actual packaging for the makeup. So let's talk about the actual product. So in terms of the products that Westman currently offers, they offer the full spectrum of makeup across face, eyes, lips. They also sell brushes and sponges, a collection of those, as well as accessories like train cases and things to accompany your makeup. So it's full service. You can get your whole face at Westman. So just glancing through Westman's website and their different material, I wasn't sure what was going to set this brand apart from any of the other new luxury clean brands that were out there. But y'all, they have a section called the Atelier, which is like their product and company information education. And Westman actually offers a service where you can book free regardless of whether you have the product or not. A free 20-minute consultation with one of their beauty advisors, and you do it over Zoom, and you can get all of your product recommendations and your questions answered and your advice, etc., etc. So I took advantage of that service so I could talk about it today. And I had the absolute pleasure of booking with Gus. I think they have 5 artists, and Gus Pichardo is one of them. So shout out to you, Gus. I'm going to try to recreate what Gus taught me to do while we were on this call. So Gus, if you're watching and I do this wrong, poop a coattail, let me know. But anyway, the Vital Skin Foundation stick comes in 21 different shades. I got the shade 12, Atelier 12 from Influenster. And y'all, the packaging on this is so nice. It's heavy. It's got a cool magnetic top. Very, very nice. And the twist up here at the top. This is what 12 looks like. Hopefully you can see that. And I will swatch it here. That's what it looks like on the back of my hand. This comes in 21 different shades and it retails for $68. And it's got skincare ingredients like veggie squalene, berry flux vita, camellia seed, and coconut oil. Gus told me to take my foundation brush and just pick up some of the product off of it like so, and apply it to the parts of my face that need coverage. For me, that tends to be the middle of my forehead and also underneath my eyes. But this product has those skincare ingredients that are supposed to combat redness in our face, as well as have some anti-aging properties. Not just I want to look younger, but you know, you get older and your skin loses its elasticity, and it's not as supple as it used to be. So hopefully I'm doing this right. A little bit on my chin and just kind of sweep that out. And hopefully, guys, like I said, it is very, very warm up here. And I'm gonna do some on my eyes as well, just to kind of even out that color. It's very warm. Very, very warm up here in my office. So hopefully I'm not sweating this off as I go. So as you can see, in terms of initial coverage, It's quite light, but I'm not mad at that. I don't always want a heavy face of makeup, and today I'm gonna be outside and inside up here working on this closet, swinging a hammer and whatnot. So just a little bit of coverage there. And then I have my powder, which is the Vital Skin Press Powder. This compact is absolutely gorgeous. It looks as heavy as it feels. This is not like a plasticky metallic. This is like metal. And this is also refillable. There's a hole where you can pop out the product when you're done. But this is what it looks like. On the inside is the compact and the mirror. And I am going to swirl, tap off some of this excess, swirl my powder around in there, and I'm going to hit my face with it. This just happened Monday and I cannot remember what I'm doing. But anyway, I'm gonna hit the high points of my face. I'm actually gonna hit everywhere that would have oil. And it has vitamin C, a bunch of probiotics in it, quinoa seed, and supposed blue light protection. And I say supposed because there's some industry buzz that is debating the science on that, but that is the claim. It comes in 5 different shades, 1 translucent shade and 4 color shades. And I got this in the shade Cafe, which is actually the darkest one they offer. So I forgot to mention that this powder retails for $75, but I also want to acknowledge the one qualm I probably have with this brand so far. For it to be so expensive, I feel like the shade range is kind of limited. I mean, I can kind of deal with 5 shades of powder, especially if it's sheer. We can let that slide, but 21 shades of foundation in 2022, I think we can do better than that. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. We'll deal with how the product wears, but I acknowledge that. So I'm going to go in with my NARS palette, my favorite NARS blush palette. And instead of going into, yes, I am going to go first into Exhibit A. And instead of sweeping this color across my cheeks, I am going to pat that color in a little bit above my cheekbones. And I'm gonna be a little more heavy-handed today, but we will do our natural light test like we always do. Okay, and then he had me mix a little bit of Torrid and Savage, these 2 colors up here, for a highlight. One thing I just forgot to do is take my fingers and kind of press that foundation and powder in, which again, my face is probably melting at this point. But it's a good test. I'm just gonna gently press some of that in. And I'll follow up with an eyebrow, which I did not have at the time, but I'll do a really, really soft brow. And you know what? If I remember to do this in post, I think I am going to put a timer up and see how long it actually took me to do this. Because something's telling me that this happened really, really fast, which is excellent. That's what I want. Something on the go, convenient, throw in my purse and keep moving type deal. But do a quick soft brow. And I'm gonna follow with my Uma by Sharon C lip tint oil in the color Casually Lit. This is my favorite color actually to use all over. A lot of times I will use this as eye color as well as lip and cheek. And last but not least, I will add a couple coats of my Merit Beauty Perfect Black Tubing Mascara. Y'all, this is quickly becoming a staple for me. If you missed my video on Merit, do check it out. I'll stick a card up here in the top corner so you can grab that. But yeah, I think this look only took like a handful of minutes, and I'm really feeling that. Really feeling that. So what I will do is do our natural light test and also a wear test. Let me see. I think I will go roughly 6 hours. We'll see. And I'll show y'all what this looks like at the end of the day. But already I feel like most makeup, I'm enjoying it more as it matures and marinates on my face. So yeah, it's currently 85 degrees outside. It's probably about the same in this room. I think the high today here is going to be 93. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to run a few errands. I also want to get some work done back here in this closet. So I'll be, turning a screwdriver and swinging a hammer and all that kind of stuff. Washing clothes. And I'll come back maybe in 6 or 7 hours and let you guys see how this wore. But like I said, so far, even just in the camera, I like how it is developing and maturing with time. So I'll see y'all in a little bit and we'll talk about my final thoughts. So this is what this foundation and powder look like in regular natural old sunlight, and it looks better in real life than it does on camera. It's really giving my skin but better, which is perfect for a day like this. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. All right, it's 6 o'clock. It is currently 92 degrees up here in my office, so clearly I am a little bit dewy. I've also been outside pretty much all day. I ran a whole lot of errands. I've been folding laundry and all kinds of randomness on this day, and I am sweating like a hog. But overall, I still like the way this looks. I'm gonna just touch up right quick with some powder and see what happens. Let's see. But my face is a little bit wet. So one thing I do like is that, you know how some foundations you wear them across the day, and after a while you have a giant slick bald spot where your foundation used to be? Even though I am visibly wet and sweaty, my face is still actually kind of matte. It's just kind of a dewy glow, but it's still matte. And just touching it up with that powder real quick did help. The foundation, you can barely feel it. It's almost like it's, not there. It's not heavy. It's not hot. It's not cakey on the skin. The powder is a light veil. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to try to show it to you, but it's very finely milled. So it's just like a light dusting across your face, and just very nice to wear. One recommendation I also got from Gus during my consultation was to try the lit up gel highlighter in the color Brulee, and I do plan on purchasing that, especially now that they have petite size versions of that product. Y'all know I like minis. But you can use that to do an underlit glow as well as a highlighter on top. So I look forward to trying that product. But all in all, I really like it. I love the packaging. The packaging is awesome. And that concierge experience was extremely valuable. I think about myself as a person who felt, especially growing up, very out of place at the beauty counter. My mother, I think my light is overheating, but anyway, my mom didn't really buy makeup from the counter for real. My grandmother didn't wear much makeup at all, much less purchase it from the counter. And going in there as a person who didn't have a lot of means, I always felt like that was for somebody else, right? Sometimes I would see the ladies going and talking with somebody and getting their makeup done in the store, but I just felt like that wasn't a place I could be comfortable, much less most brands not having anything for me anyway. But the beauty concierge experience really does bring a level of accessibility. You're getting that white glove counter experience in the comfort of your own home. And like I said, it was a very pleasurable experience, chatting it up with Gus, the artist that I met with, and just really picking his brain and him sharing his expert knowledge. You could tell he really knows the product. He knows makeup. He's very cognizant of certain things, like being a person of color and working, with that kind of thing. So I highly suggest that you guys take advantage of that service. And let me know what you think of Westman Atelier's Vital Skin Foundation Stick and Vital Press Powder. And let me know if you plan on trying anything from this brand. And hopefully it won't be so long before I am back with another video. But as always, do what you love what you do, and keep on pressing forward. Even if you have setbacks, step forward one step at a time. And I'll see you guys hopefully soon for the next one. Bye-bye.